The exercise Diamond Storm is the culminating activity for the Air Warfare Instructors course. Held out here in Darwin, across the Northern Territory, the exercise is designed to test our tactical leaders in fine integration across the Joint Force. It's a series of missions covering the span of responsibilities that the government may ask Air Force to complete, and as a culminating activity, testing our students to make sure that they've achieved the standard they need to during AWIC. The Air Warfare Instructor course is designed to train our officers and senior NCOs to be tactical experts, to be humble and approachable with their people, and to be knowledgeable in joint force and coalition force integration and tactical procedures. It requires them to conduct both offensive and defensive missions involving multi-domain operations, joint and coalition partners. So the capabilities involved in the Air Warfare Instructors course and in Diamond Storm include the F-35, both our ground and airborne C2 capabilities, our intelligence capability, the combat controllers from 4 Squadron, our Super Hornets and our Growlers, our C-130 transport aircraft, our P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft, and for the first time in 2024, our KC-30 air refuelers and our C-17 transport. It's great to have our international partners here as a part of Diamond Storm. The US Marine Corps have brought the Black Sheep, the VMFA 214, flying the F-35B, the VMM 268 MV-22 tilt rotor. In addition, from the Singaporean Air Force, 112 Squadron's KC-30. There's been heavy integration with the Australian Army in exercise Diamond Storm. We've had our Special Operations Forces involved. In addition to that, we've had the enhanced NASAMs from 16 Regiment, and then finally, we've had the attack reconnaissance helicopter from 1 Aviation Regiment integrated throughout. So the flying missions for Diamond Storm are conducted across the Northern Territory and out of Curtin in Western Australia. The Royal Australian Air Force loves coming to the Northern Territory, especially with such a large piece of airspace that's essential to conduct contemporary air operations. The weather's always great here for dry season, and the people are so friendly and welcoming. Dawn Strike is the final mission of the Air Warfare Instructors course, where the students essentially have to fight their way home, where upon arrival will be greeted by their families and friends, which is fantastic given the last 6 months has been spent rather selfishly and away from their family. The feeling you have when you finish Dawn Strike, being greeted by your family and friends, is something you'll never forget. The feeling of accomplishment after conducting the 6-month grueling course, and the happiness you have with your friends and family who have supported you throughout the last 6 months is a feeling that you just won't forget. Shortly after the landing and the greeting of the family, they're presented with the coveted AY patch, which is something they'll wear with pride on their right shoulder for the rest of their career. So the Air Warfare Instructors course is truly valued by the leadership within Air Force and across the Defence Force. Our AWIC graduates are the tactical experts that are there to not only advise leadership, but to also lift the expertise of the Air Combat Force. They're expert instructors so they can teach the junior officers and indeed their leadership on the latest and greatest in tactics and execution. They're also tactical leaders that can continuously manage when they're in the air fight and things don't go according to plan. It isn't only about the graduates, it's about continuing the legacy from Dick Creswell 70 years ago, ensuring that the Air Force doesn't atrophy and maintains that combat edge in peacetime and in conflict. So the feeling of graduation from AWIC is absolutely a feeling of accomplishment and a feeling of pride. After 6 months, in some cases more, hard, long hours, tested and to exacting standards, the feeling of graduation is second to none. There's also a feeling of responsibility, knowing that you'll be there to lead the squadron or the unit that you're responsible for and make sure that they continue to maintain the tactical edge the Air Force holds.